when Redditors lose their minds. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've already seen how y'all act on Reddit, and I seen how other motherfuckers act on their subreddits, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. Shit can get very, very tragic very quickly. I'm not even gonna capture you. So let's see what happens when Redditors lose their mind, bro. Let's see.
Right now, there are over 3.4 million subreddits, meaning there are more subreddits than there are people who live in Chicago. Yet out of these 3.4 million, roughly only 138,000 are actually active. That's only 4%. There's plenty of reasons subreddits get abandoned. Some were never populated with more than a few users anyway, while others were replaced with newer, more—
Bro, ain't no. Let me hide that off screen just in case it's not showing no titties. But like just in case though. Goon Caves? Dead ass serious? There is a Goon Cave? There's no fun. Let me get that. No.
But the most common is the sub just simply losing relevance. Like I can almost
I've never been on Goon Cave. I didn't even hear about Goon Cave until just now, bro. Don't even play me like that. I'd never even heard of Goon Caves, bro. Whew, Chad, that made my heart drop a little bit, bro. I thought it was GG's for us, bro.
Guarantee that the Jurassic World Apps subreddit is not going to be in the top 5 anytime. This typically happens when a subreddit is starved for content. Users lose interest and leave. Usually this would result in the subreddit being completely abandoned, but in extremely rare cases, a subreddit will turn into a genetic abomination that represents its original state in name only. And an ancient Greek paradox once asked, if you replace all the parts of a subreddit but keep the same name, is it still the same subreddit? Well, that's what we're gonna find out today. So let's start with one of the most unhinged ones, r/PlayboiCarti.
People who are obsessed with celebrity.
I'm not gonna lie, I be forgetting PlayboiCarti got a subreddit, nigga. That might be like some of the worst subreddits of all time. I'm gonna keep this stat with you, bro. I can only imagine the amount of glazing and devil work that is in that subreddit, bro. I can't even hold you, bro. Continuing on.
These may be less intelligent. Studies suggest
Carti could be stroking it right now, and we won't know it, unfortunately.
And the funny thing is, bro, dead ass serious, bro. He's dead ass serious when he said this. And this is like the tamest shit in the subreddit, bro. Yo, we really. What happens if I search r/PlayboiCarti right now? r/PlayboiCarti. I just want to see the first post that I see, bro. PlayboiCarti Reddit. Bro, hold on, let me see. What the fuck did I just see? This says, this is a photo of my little brother and he just said for the first time. What do I do? What the fuck, bro? Right, 75% ads, 25% stream. Like if you subbed up, you would get 100% stream money. But you know, I know comprehension is a little low with some of y'all, bro. I mean, you don't have to, my nigga, but don't blame me if you watching ads, bro. Don't blame me if you watching ads, my nigga. You don't gotta sub up. You don't got to. But don't blame me if you watching ads, bro.
Carti could be
and there are ways to get around it too. You still watching the ads, man. Like that's your fault.
Now, and we won't know it, unfortunately.
You probably have heard of PlayboiCarti as the guy who did this with Aiden Ross.
Okay.
That's still one of the biggest finesses of this year, bro.
I'm like 5'9". How tall are you?
Chicken boy, think for the gifted.
6'2".
Or the guy who released Magnolia, depending on how old you are. He's become such a meme now that it's easy to forget how legitimately impactful he was on modern rap music. Carti basically perfected the trap sound that everyone was trying to do in the mid-2010s. He was like those terrible SoundCloud rappers, but took everything actually compelling about it and just focused on that, which earned him insane commercial and critical success.
I'm feeling a light to decent 7 on this thing.
After all these guys fizzled out, Carti not only stuck around, but became massive in the
he's a legendary artist.
Music industry. So naturally, people made a subreddit to discuss his music as they do for any artist. It started pretty normally, simply discussing Carti's music, but the problem is, after putting out his self-titled mixtape in 2017, then his debut album Die Lit in 2018, Carti started putting out way less music than he usually did. His two most iconic projects at the time were released within a year of each other, and now all of a sudden, basically radio silence from Carti, leaving the subreddit with basically nothing relevant to talk about.
Hey, yo, bruh. There is no way, bro. Oh, yeah, this is a thumbnail. I'm not even gonna hold you. Ain't no motherfucking way, bro. I'm telling you, this is like giving cavemen a whole feast for like a year, and then like after just leaving them with like scraps and shit like that. Niggas gonna start getting very creative on what to eat, bro. Cause holy shit. 1629 official album cover elite. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, being a diehard PlayboiCarti fan must be difficult, bro. Cause bro do not drop music ever, bro.
Apart from some unreleased leaks that sound like a torrented LimeWire file playing on a Game Boy Color. So when a subreddit has nothing to talk about, one, the subreddit completely dies, or two, it goes off the rails.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could guess where the PlayboiCarti subreddit went. The subreddit became a back and forth to outdo each other for the most insane meme possible. It also became a meme how Carti was never going to drop new music. Did you know that the last time Carti dropped, everyone in this photo was still alive?
That's cap.
Eventually, Carti did drop an album in 2020 that the fans had been waiting for, and the subreddit went crazy. Finally, Carti is back. It should be noted that 2 years between albums is actually pretty good, but there is also a stereotype that Carti's fan base is younger. These Zoomers need their music and they need it now. But be careful what you wish for, because since 2020, there's been basically nothing from Carti. This has led to the subreddit going completely insane, to the point where it's barely even about hip hop or Carti anymore. It's actually become a meme in the subreddit that a lot of posters don't even know who Carti is. And if they do know who he is, they know a little too well. Remember how I said Carti's fan base is stereotypical? Do know who he is, they know a little.
Do you think Carti touches himself? He's too cool, in my opinion. Thoughts. Go to sleep. Yo, niggas is actually cooked. A
little too well. Remember how
actually bad. Carti fans, don't let others dress up.
I said Carti's fan base is stereotyped as young. Well, the subreddit basically turned into teenagers, but without all the groomers. And if you want proof, teenagers is full of groomers. I made a video about that. And who knew it, but internet addicted Zoomers who spent some of their best years locked down during COVID are actually pretty funny or just completely unhinged.
Who the fuck is that?
You be the judge. This subreddit has gotten so massive that it's kind of an open secret within the hip hop community. And a lot of speculation has been done to determine whether rappers are aware of its existence. I mean, it's super popular.
God,
it's one of the most popular subreddits in
714 members?
The entire hip hop landscape. Although nothing was confirmed until Lil Uzi Vert gave us the proof we needed, that rappers as big as him are aware of its existence. When he commented on a post, okay, deleting Reddit for now. By the way, it was confirmed that this is Lil Uzi's real account on his subreddit. And what was the post that scared him away? Fan-made album.
I bet it would scare him away. I see some shit on like this on the Reddit, bro. I'm probably nuking that too, bro, in GTA.
Art for a collab between him and Carti. It's been nearly 4 years since Carti dropped any sort of album, mixtape, or even EP, and yet the subreddit shows zero sign of slowing down. Carti fans were so starved of music that they resorted to posting entire unedited episodes of SpongeBob, also giving updates on breaking news from
rapper Juice WRLD has died of a what year is it right now that you're doing this?
Years ago. Just to put it in perspective how insane this whole thing is, imagine if these mods started removing posts for irrelevance like they do on other subreddits. I mean, you'd probably get something more on topic like r/Frank Ocean, where Frank Ocean hasn't put out an album since 2016, yet the posts are somehow still on topic. But if that happened, we'd be deprived of masterpieces like this.
Who produced Skeleton? Just curious because the beat is heavenly.
Google it, simple, delete this, and off. Now.
Damn!
Do you think Carti touches himself? He's too cool to, in my opinion. Thoughts? Go to sleep. This has been said before, but this sub has the most mature hip-hop audience on Reddit. I can't tell you how many hip-hop subs I unsubbed from for being childish, posting cringe, low-effort.
Y'all ever put a finger in your ass?
The PlayboiCarti subreddit
Dude.
got so big that it's now blending into other hip-hop subreddits like r/future. There's actually been a bit of an ongoing war with a bunch of the r teenagers refugees infiltrating the PlayboiCarti subreddit, which let's just say has not been received well. As anyone who's been on r/teenagers will know, there's a culture of karma farming which doesn't integrate well with the PlayboiCarti subreddit posting things like this. But before we continue, I want to shout out today's sponsor, the most
When
comprehensive
am I gonna get a sponsor chat, bro? Hey guys, today we're gonna go ahead and shout out our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is actually a free mobile game that includes. Man, next not sponsoring me. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Let's get the sponsor
for a limited as popular or miss it. I think everyone can agree there's no way this subreddit would be nearly as popular or relevant if Carti kept releasing music.
Which
If
I
that
want
was
the
the
first one
case,
gonna
this
be.
community never would have developed. This is what happens when you abandon a subreddit and you leave the community to develop itself. But this only took place over the course of 4 years. 6 years max if you count the era between these two albums without new material. And even then, Carti has released some content, even if it's just features and singles here and there. What happens if you leave a subreddit for nearly 10 years?
Nigga, is Carti ever gonna drop 2024 music, my nigga, or whatever the shit is called, my nigga? Nigga said 2024 music. He dropped like 5 to 6 songs, and then never it spoke of an album, my nigga. Like, is that nigga ever gonna drop that? Like, holy.
In the exact same state with almost zero
2024 got
content.
like 4
You
months
get
ago.
r/BatmanArkham. The BatmanArkham games are beloved by many as landmarks in the early 2010s gaming scene. Even to this day, go back and play those games. They
Arkham
hold
got
up
a
better
Reddit?
than most modern games. The studio responsible for these games, Rocksteady, decided that Arkham Knight in 2015 was a good place to leave the franchise. Even though they could have kept going, they stopped it there, and honestly, respect to go out on a high note. No, we don't count that game,
Arkham Asylum
and
is a really-
definitely
it's really
not
good game,
that
though,
one,
bro.
but we'll get to that. So as the story goes, a subreddit was created in 2014 for fans of the Arkham games to discuss what they like, share their fan art, and other normal community things. This subreddit was created when the hype for Arkham Knight was real, and that's the only thing they've really been able to get hype.
Looking back, bro, this joint really had low key good ass graphics for being on the PS3, my nigga. Like the Arkham games is really like that. I'm gonna keep it
Created when the hype for Arkham Knight was real, and that's the only thing they've really been able to get hype for since. And since there's been no mainstream Arkham content since 2015, the subreddit started to slowly die with little to talk about. Batman Arkham Knight is a great game, sure, but you can only talk about it for a certain amount of time until you've said everything
But the
there is
joint's
to
on the
say.
PS4?
They were starving
The
for
Arkham I
new
played was on the
content, and the
PS3. I think
subreddit
that
was
was probably the one
slowly
before.
dying. Then this post came up. Is there a lore reason he is called the Arkham Knight? This post, unknowingly, released the hounds on this subreddit. For whatever reason, this became a massive in-joke within the community. Is there a lore reason why he's called Killer Croc? You could ask any question and just throw, is there a lore reason in front of it? Like, is there a lore reason I got cancer? Jesus Christ.
fucking way.
And the reaction would be, haha, yes, I like this. Also, somebody at some point made a poll asking what the worst Arkham game is in the community's opinion. Arkham Knight, Origins, City, or Asloom. This
Asloom.
typo is now enshrined into Batman Arkham lore. But the most iconic one was one that sits on the top of the subreddit right now, showing Gotham City in disarray, with the caption, "Why doesn't Batman just call the Justice League for help? Is he stupid?"
So niggas just be asking the most brain dead questions of all time, my nigga. I mean, maybe it's not a brain dead question, my nigga. Why don't Batman call Goku, my nigga? Like, really think about it. Maybe that's not a brain dead question, my nigga. Batman may be stupid. I don't know.
I'd say this post is what took it from, oh, ha ha ha, this is funny, to opening the floodgates of pure insanity. Is there a lore reason for blank and is he stupid became standard template whenever posting to the subreddit. Is there a lore reason why he's stupid? The insanity spiraled so out of control that the mods had to address it, and the TLDR of this entire post is, there's been no new game since 2015, what else are we supposed to talk about? And also, we find it funny, so it's gonna stay. They also created this meme because if you take away Batman's ears, he just becomes man. But of course, with modern internet brain rot culture, this is not enough. You have to push a
The
meme.
Harley Quinn show? Was that seen in the Harley Quinn show? The show. What channel does that air on? And or YouTube channel and or site that I could watch it on? I'm actually really into like DC and everything in the DC universe. So yeah. HBO Max? Say that, Dan. All right, appreciate you.
to its absolute limits to the point where it's no longer recognizable. So we go from man to guy.
You look like a good guy. Look! You're just a guy.
Yeah, a guy.
So
to just
it's just straight brain rot, my
I'd
nigga.
say
It's just straight
despite
brain
being
rot, my nigga, all
incomprehensible at some times, the subreddit is weirdly wholesome. They dropped the act and mourn the death of Kevin Conroy, who played Batman in the classic Batman animated series, as well as all of the Arkham games. So they had a solid moment in memoriam, only going back to posting like this a few days later with iconic characters like the Jonkler, the Rizzler, Killer Cock,
Killer Cock,
and of course, similar to the PlayboiCarti subreddit, it spiraled so far out of control that it began to bleed.
This might be worse than a PlayboiCarti subreddit, my nigga. This is just straight brain rot at this point in time, bro.
Into other subreddits like r/Christianity. After literally 9 years, they
were bringing that into r/Christianity. Okay, there's no way,
were
bro.
finally given a new rocksteady canon Arkham game. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Surely this new game would bring the subreddit back to some form of sanity. No, that didn't happen. This game was awful. It was actually so awful that it plunged the subreddit into even more insanity. It's like being starved and then somebody finally offers you a rock to eat. Does anyone know if there's a lore reason why this game sucks ass? So the subreddit dunked on the game and then acted like it never existed. But this whole thing with PlayboiCarti and BatmanArkham becoming abominations of what they once were, this whole concept, I want you to understand how rare this actually is. It's almost a phenomenon to be studied, in my opinion. There are countless abandoned or semi-abandoned subreddits that still exist and they just die without anyone knowing. I mean, go back to the numbers I showed you in the intro. For the PlayboiCarti subreddit, obviously it's not the only reason he's relevant, but I can guarantee you, one, it's definitely not hurting his reputation, and two, people have been put onto Carti's music because of this subreddit. For BatmanArkham, it's even more impressive because this subreddit is more relevant than the next canon game in the series that was released by the same studio. And speaking personally, as somebody who loves Batman and PlayboiCarti, this is the best thing that could have happened to keep these relevant. Well,
Jason?
Sort of relevant. It exposes a whole new audience to something great. There are more active posters on the BatmanArkham subreddit than there are people playing.
Nigga, if I try to play the whole Arkham game on stream, he's like, y'all niggas would not watch me play that, bro. That's why tomorrow I will be playing Little Big Planet 1, 2, and 3 all on stream tomorrow. The entire stream will be Little Big Planet and nothing but Little Big Planet 1, 2, and... I'm kidding. I'm not playing Little Big Planet on stream. I lied. Too many of y'all said W's. I just got y'all hopes on, my nigga. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't even know how to play Little Big Planet on the PC, my nigga. Like, I'm sorry. I apologize, my nigga. I'm gonna keep this stat with you, bro. Shout out Little Big Planet, though, for sure. For sure, bro. My bad. Sorry. I apologize.
Been great. There are more active posters on the BatmanArkham subreddit than there are people playing the new Suicide.
But honestly, we played the Henry Stickmin shit, and y'all seemed like you was fucking with that. If there's any like throwback games or OG games or games y'all want to see like that, even if it's like that, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do all of them, but you could put in ideas for Rye. I feel like y'all be asking for shit during the stream, but then y'all don't be putting shit in ideas for Rye, and then recommend for Rye with the YouTube videos. My nigga, put it there, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, I'll look into it, bro.
Squad game that came out a year ago. A parody subreddit about Batman is more culturally relevant.
I played Portal 2 on stream, my nigga. I played Portal 2 on stream. Now, mind you, it wasn't the story mode, but we played Portal 2 with Tommy on stream before. You know what I'm saying? We played multiplayer with him before.
That came out a year ago. A Arkham subreddit than there are people playing the new Suicide Squad game that came out a year ago. A parody subreddit about Batman is more culturally relevant than a AAA video game with tons of money pumped into it, published by Warner Brothers with a DC Heroes license. What's crazy is the creativity to make these subreddits go insane while still keeping them like somewhat on topic, I guess. The closest thing to this are the subreddits that turn on the topic they were originally about, and this happens all the time. The Fighter and the Kid is the most obvious example. I've covered that subreddit in 2 separate videos, but other subreddits like the Spoonie Experiment and Boogie2988 have become sanctuaries for people.
I would never go on Boogie2988's fucking subreddit for any reason. You're gonna see penis on that subreddit, like penis and stomach.
To on what they used to love, and I would say deservingly so in that case. There used to be a subreddit called Sam and Tolkien that was originally about an online couple who separated via divorce because of adultery. The Sam and Tolkien subreddit, which was originally created to document this whole adultery situation, became an internet drama subreddit. They were the ones who created the infamous Boogie thread, completely unrelated to Sam and Tolkien and their drama. And sure enough, it just became a drama subreddit until it was banned.
I forget this how Reddit used to look.
There's some like r/JohnTron, which make fun of JohnTron's upload schedule and even at one point turned the whole subreddit into a Scott the Woz subreddit because of John's absence. Recently it's been spammed with posts of JohnTron if he was blank, but these are clearly done out of love for John.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Raya, you gotta play Half-Life 2, it's so good.
I see a lot of y'all talking about it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe one day I will. But I'm not gonna lie. I see a lot of niggas, if my Reddit ever turns into like how that PlayboiCarti is or Batman, now granted you said it's rare, but if it ever turns like that, my nigga, I just gotta nuke that shit. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. That shit just gotta get nuked.
JohnTron. Maybe if he doesn't post for another 2 years, it'll turn into something like PlayboiCarti or BatmanArkham, which in my opinion just shows how passionate the fan base really is. But why don't you see this happen more? I've been saying it's rare, but why is this the case? Well, typically for one of two reasons. One, moderators will attempt to keep the relevance of the subreddit no matter what and keep it on topic despite how irrelevant that topic may be. Or two, moderators abandon the subreddit and let it turn into anarchy, which inevitably leads to it being banned. It's a balancing act. If you moderate too heavily, even when it's dying, it's gonna die even faster. But if you leave it to linger with no moderation, it's gonna be banned when you let literally any post through. It has to be a perfect storm of willing community, a dead subject matter, and a good mod team. My channel was built brick by making fun of Reddit and Reddit mods. But I'll say today, on the record, Reddit mods can be good, and these are two prime examples. If you guys know any other subreddits like these, please comment them. I want to know more because I love this and I want to see as much as possible. If you want to see a video about the more
W video, bro. Thank you. That was actually a good recommendation. I like that video, bro. I like that video. Seeing the PlayboiCarti subreddit and the Batman subreddit. Loki, I want to go explore the PlayboiCarti subreddit just to see how insane that is. I'm gonna keep this out with you, bro. W video for sure, bro. W video for sure, bro. If y'all watching this on Blue Ride live, Twitch Blue Ride in the description, come to the stream, bro. We live every single day. Come to the stream. But yeah, IBBG.